everybody, it's me again. I promised you a series on gut health, and so I'm continuing that. I apologize I wasn't here last night. However, I felt that we had the kefir thing on Tuesday, so wanted to give you a chance to watch that. And if you haven't yet, I please go further down the wall and look for that, because that's awesome what Michelle did for us on kefir and the importance of those probiotics. So today I'm going to tell you about beef gelatin. There are so many awesome benefits, so I'm going to tell you what it is, all the awesome benefits, and then I'm going to show you how I take it daily and the best way to take it. So give me a little bit of grace as I have lots of notes here because it is so awesome. However, if I look down, that's what I'm looking at is my notes. So thank you. Okay, so beef gelatin, what is it? Well, in layman's terms, when you cook a roast, you know that like jelly stuff that you're like, ew, I don't want that. That's beef gelatin. So a lot of people don't go, ooh, yum, I can't wait to eat this. So a lot of the way that, I guess the cow is really excited about your gelatin. The way that we eat, it also is not in our diet. So basically it's the connective tissue between joints and the bones. That's what the beef gelatin is. So beef gelatin has half of the 18 amino acids essential for survival. I thought that was a really cool fact, so I wanted to let you know. That's how awesome it is. Why do we not get it in our diets when, why is it so essential if it's not in our diets anymore? Well, our ancestors, when they would get an animal, they wanted to make sure they got everything off that animal. So they would wear its fur or use it for skin or clothes or whatever, and then they would eat the meat. Well, then they would take the bones and they would boil them down and make a broth. And so they got it in their diets all the time. Now, if you are one of those fabulous people who, when you cook a chicken and you make bone broth out of it, bam, you're getting some beef gelatin. Fabulous. So, because of our society is go, 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 we eat the muscle now only, like, chicken breasts and chicken thighs or whatever. We're just getting the muscle. We're not getting the gelatin anymore. So it's not in our diets because we're on the go. We're quick, quick, quick. We want everything fast. So here are some awesome benefits to beef gelatin so that you can quickly get it in your diet. I'm going to skim over some of these benefits. They are fabulous, but I really want to focus it on the gut. So it's loaded with protein. Now, you're thinking, loaded? Well, I mean, a tablespoon of what I'm about to show you has 6 grams of protein, which is, pretty substantial for something so small. And protein takes longer for your body to burn, so therefore, to process, so therefore your body's going to burn more calories. So they say that one of the awesome effects is weight loss because you also feel satiated and not hungry if you do beef gelatin. So people who do fasting, which I will talk later about, that you could drink beef gelatin while you're on your fast. It's also great for your skin and teeth and nails. It improves the elasticity of your skin. You think of those beauty products out there that have collagen in them to help your skin be more toned and beautiful looking. Well, gelatin is just cooked collagen, so you're ingesting what they're saying to put on your body, and your body can't absorb too well. So it also speeds up wound healing. It, like I said, can help with weight loss, and it also helps the quality of sleep. In fact, there was a really cool clinical study done where people who were taking beef gelatin were more alert while they were awake, and then they had more cognitive benefits or function. So I thought that was kind of a cool little feature. But I'm going to focus in on the gut health. And the gut health is it improves digestion. Beef gelatin is going to cling to water. It's going to naturally bind with water, so therefore it's going to help push the food through. And because it naturally binds with water, it helps absorb nutrients better. So it's good to keep that digestion, because we don't want, stuff should not sit in your gut longer than 24 hours. Then it starts getting a stink to it, which again Michelle touched on with the kefir on Tuesday. It can help with food allergies and intolerances. Now, a lot of the autoimmune stuff that we have today are because of leaky gut, which again Michelle touched on with the kefir. It's running rampant because of our diets. So beef gelatin can heal the lining of your gut. When you look at it, you'll see when I make it looks very jelly-like, I said, with the roast. So it's like a lotion for the inside of your gut. Okay, that's my layman's terms right there. I like metaphors. So it can help that leaky gut and help with those food intolerances. It's great for bone joint health because it contains lots of amino acids. Like I said, it contains half of the 18 that are essential for survival, which is really cool. So that's good for bone health. And they said that it takes a while for that to help cling to your cartilage, which is in their joints. But people who started taking beef gelatin had immediate effects because it has an anti-inflammatory function to it. It's so that's where I like it with my UC. I have inflammation. With autoimmune, we have inflammation. So it's an anti-inflammatory. That's awesome. It can help your body release toxins. I thought that was really cool because you think about all of the toxins we eat. If some of you have watched Rachel and Stephanie's video, Cleaning Out the Pantry, and all the stuff that we eat on a daily basis has these toxins in them because of what how we're producing our crops these days. And so if this helps really push through the toxins, that's even more awesome. Glycine and amino acids are found in beef gelatin, which assist the liver to efficiently remove toxins. So I think that is awesome. So again, those are awesome benefits. I have been on beef gelatin for 3.5 years, and I can tell you that when people come to me for gut advice, because people have heard my walk and I'm very passionate about gut, so that's why I'm doing these videos. The first thing I ask them, are they taking a probiotic, which we talked about with the keeper? And the second thing I ask them is, have you heard of beef gelatin? So I'm going to show you how I take it. Now, again, like I said, if you cook a chicken and you do bone broth, that is the best way to get beef gelatin. So when I cook my chicken, I make the broth, like I said. If you don't know how to do that, you just take the meat off and then you have the bones and the skin and everything left over that you wouldn't like chew. You stick it back in, and I put spices to flavor it and a little bit of water, and then I let it simmer overnight, and it makes a fabulous bone broth. Now, when you say bone broth, you're like, okay, that sounds weird, but really it's just chicken broth or chicken stock, which you cook with, like you buy it at the store. So if you can make your own, you're getting the essential bone broth and not just a processed liquid that doesn't taste like anything. And so what I do is I make it and I just freeze it. So I freeze it in 1.5 cups because that's usually what a lot of recipes call for, and this is how I get it in our family's diet on a regular basis. I also make so much of it because when I buy chicken, I always buy a whole chicken because it's most cost effective. And so therefore I share my beef gelatin with people, my neighbors, my mom. So Mom, if you're watching this, you're gonna get some soon because my freezer's getting full. I don't see myself drinking a cup of this every day. I wish I could, because this is the best way to get beef gelatin. But I am consistent with coffee and tea. Yes, I'm an old lady. I drink tea every single night now. So this is how I get beef gelatin in my diet every single day. I get a powder version. So I get this on Amazon. I've done some research because you want it to be GMO-free and pasture-raised beef. Again, going back to the toxins, you may think when you're buying, the whole reason that grass-fed beef is such a hot topic is because even if you're not eating GMO corn, our cattle are fed feed that has grains and corn in it, which are GMO. So you're essentially getting those GMOs through the beef because they're eating it. So I researched, and this is GMO-free, organic, and it's basically unflavored beef gelatin. It's just a powdered form of it. So it looks like that. It's just kind of powder, fun stuff. If you've ever made homemade Jell-O, I mean, you know what this stuff is. So this is a thickening agent. If you make your own sauces or gravies, you can use this as a thickening agent. So I take a tablespoon, excuse me, every morning in my coffee and every night in my tea. So this is a tablespoon. And the trick is to put it in your cup first. So there's nothing in my cup. And I feel so bad because my mom tried this. Again, thanks Mom for trying it. I hope it's helping you. And I didn't tell her the trick of putting it in her cup first. So the poor thing made her coffee and then poured the beef gelatin on top. And so it started jellifying on her. So that looks really gross. So I suggest you put it in your cup first. And then I have my hot water for my tea. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stir while you're pouring it in there, and you'll see that it starts becoming like jelly. So immediately I'm stirring, and you can see it in there. It looks very jelly-like. And I'm stirring. And it dissolves fairly quickly when you do it like this. Again, you want to put it in your cup first. So you can't even see anything. It just basically looks like colored water. Not even colored water, just, that's it. So now I have it. I could drink this, but it doesn't taste like anything, and I'm not a big fan of drinking hot water. So like I said, I'm officially an old lady. I drink tea every night, and so I'm gonna put my tea bag in here and let it steep. I don't know if I'm officially English or what, but I let it steep for 10 minutes because I can sell the flavoring in it. And then I'm having my beef gelatin. I would recommend you leave your spoon in there and just occasionally stir. It's not like it's gonna harden or anything, but you're just gonna wanna stir every so often, because you'll notice the first couple of times you make it, if you don't do that, when you go to clean out your cup, you'll see some jelly residue in the bottom of your cup. That's just some leftover gelatin, not a big deal. So that's why you just want to keep stirring, because you want to be sure to digest the most of it. So that's my little spiel on beef gelatin. I really, really hope that you get it into your diet, whether you think you need it or not. You are going to see an amazing difference just in overall health. Like I said, all those benefits are fabulous. Thank you again for meeting me here, and I'll see you next time.